सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तं वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्. You start moving your body only after a big calculation, because you start believing if you work too much you will become tired. Hard work myth which is taught to you is also an important reason for your body becoming like a stone. An important thing, I always tell people, hard work is a pure myth. The idea of hard work is a pure myth. You are taught to sell yourself, especially these so-called developed countries. Constantly you have to sell yourself. You have to frighten your boss that the work which you are doing is too big, which cannot be done by anybody else. Next thing, first thing you have to frighten him, no, it cannot be done, forget about it. And then next you have to convince him, only you can do. Third thing, you also can do if you give your whole life and energy. Only if he is convinced for all these three, you can shave his head now. That's the reason we are constantly trained to sell ourselves. And one more thing, in the beginning, just to sell yourself, you create the idea of hard work. By and by, you start believing you are really working hard. And this idea gets into your body, and you do not move your body for anything else except when you get some solid result. One more important thing you miss. By and by, for every moment you start calculating, what will I get by this moment? What will I get by this moment? Before every moment, logically you start calculating. Why do you think people never come out and do some voluntary service? Because they start thinking that half an hour, me moving my body so many times, if I do it for some other reason, I'll get little money. Why do you think the voluntary service has become such a rare thing? Because people have started calculating. In India, really, to tell you honestly, the country may be poor, but I can say thousands of or millions of people spending their time in social service projects are just going to temple. Every temple, millions of people visit, and the amazing time which they spend in the spiritual tourism, you will be shocked, because they don't have the idea of hard work. They don't work is different. The idea of hard work doesn't exist in their mind. They do not have to sell themselves much. Naturally, when you don't have to sell yourself, you will not logically calculate too much about your body movements. Calculating too much about your body movements, analyzing about your body movements too much logically makes you completely dead. You are frozen. All these things are subtle but important things which makes yourself dull and dead. Please understand, each one of these contributes for making your body dull, making yourself dead. Here Shiva is touching one by one. He says, allowing your body to move rhythmically. Before entering into the technique, we should understand why we are not allowing. Only then we will be able to allow. First thing, why we are not allowing, the insecure feeling. Constantly you possess your body and you balance it. First thing. Next thing, somehow you do not feel comfortable when your body moves for no reason. If it moves to get money, you don't have any problem. If it moves to get a status, you don't have any problem. If it moves to get a name and fame, you don't have any problem. I always tell people, before entering into this type of meditations, you need to prepare yourself. Just do some work which will not bring you money or name and fame, just for 20 minutes to half an hour per day. Just 20 minutes or half an hour per day, do something which will not bring you money or name and fame. Go to a temple like this, some places, clean it, wipe it. Don't expect to be a leader of volunteers. Don't expect your name should be inscribed somewhere. Don't become an administrator. I am not asking you to do that. Just do it for no reason. Some cleaning, some helping. Help the person who cleans, help the priest. Do something which will not bring money or name and fame. Then you will understand how to move the body for no reason. As on now, we do not know how to move the body for no reason. Constantly you calculate before taking any move. All your moves are calculated, judged, clear, definite. That is why you are so frozen. You are so dull. You are so dead. At least half an hour, do something which will not bring money or name and fame to you. If it brings money or name and fame, again you are in the same rut. You are the same calculation. If you can do that in the initial level, you may think, why to waste half an hour? Half an hour is too much, especially in this country. Half an hour is too much. You may start thinking, why to waste half an hour doing something? But I tell you, the initial level, that half an hour may look like a waste of time. After a few months, you will understand that is the only half an hour in which you are alive. All other time, you are driven by fear and greed. 23 and a half hours, you are driven by fear and greed. Fear and greed is the fuel for your engine. If the fear and greed is the fuel for your engine, you will constantly carry irritation and depression. If you have the fuel, you will be in an irritative mood. If you don't have the fuel, you will be in depressed mood. That's all. If you are driven by fear, only by fear and greed, the fear and greed is such, if you have the fuel, if you are being driven by the fear and greed, you will carry irritation. You can see in your life. Early morning, when you get up from the bed, the moment you remember you have to go to office or you have to do something, the moment the fear or the greed comes up, first thing you will see is the irritation between the Anahata and Manipuraga. The navel chakra and the heart chakra, first thing you will feel in that area is irritation or a heaviness. Oh God, one more day. I have to come out of my bed. I have to get out of this room. Whenever you are fueled by the fear and greed, you carry irritation in you. And second thing, when you don't have the fuel, at some point, for some reason, knowingly or unknowingly, fortunately, unfortunately, you may not have any fear or greed to move, then you will be in depression. You have nothing to do. You are lonely. You feel now depressed. Nothing to do, what to do? Nothing else is there to be done. When you feel depressed and lonely, you can't afford that. Then you catch some fear or greed. You start running. First thing you need to do, understand how to move your body without fear and greed. These temples, social service organizations, or the spiritual organizations are created to teach people how to move their body without fear and greed. Take at least half an hour per day. Do not say, in 1 week I will do it 3.5 hours, Swamiji, all together. No, that won't work. Every day take at least half an hour. Go to some temple, some public place, clean it, wipe it, do something without bringing your name in the front. Understand? If you bring your name in the front, again you started the drama of fear and greed. That's not going to work. Then again you are frozen. Your body will move only based on the calculation. Now you will start calculating with less time how to have more name, better post, higher influence, more people should know about me. You will start now calculating. No. In South India, there are beautiful stories of 63 Saiva saints and 12 Vaishnava saints. If you read their stories, actually I was shocked when I read their stories. They have not done big ultimate practices or spiritual disciplines or meditations or anything. Very simple thing, plucking flower and making garland, cleaning the temple, sweeping the temple, washing the vessels for puja. I have not seen a single guy who built the temple became enlightened. Never, not a single king who built the temple became enlightened. No. All these people, the 63 saints or the 12 Vaishnava saints, they are all simple people. Not much big thing. They neither built the temple nor helped to construct. All they did is plucking flowers, making garland, cleaning the temple, simple things. But the beauty is they learnt the knack of how to move the body without fear or greed. It is the knack how to move the body, how your body can be kept alive without the fuel of fear and greed. As on now, you are kept alive just by fear or greed, either by fear or by greed. That is why your body is completely frozen. You do not feel life flowing in you. You are not living by prana. You are living by bhaya or kama. Kama and the bhaya. Only these two are driving you, not the prana. Prana means the life force. In Sanskrit, the word prana means life force. Please understand, prana does not mean just the breath. The air which you are inhaling or exhaling is not prana. Prana means the life force in Sanskrit. As on now, your body is not driven by life force. It is driven by kama or bhaya, desire or greed, desire or fear. Greed or fear. Only these two drives. That is why your movements are measured. You are frozen. You are constantly possessing and your movements are measured.